Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So in this particular video, we're going to be talking about University of Turin. That's University of Torino, their 2026-2027 academic section. The application call is out for international students. So I didn't know my laptop wasn't recording, so it's going to be pure voiceover on this video. I'm very sorry. To my returning subscribers, thank you for coming. So straight to the video, we're going to go to studying at UniTo. So in case it's not in English, you see that place, you put it in English. Okay, so studying at UniTo, you see that international degree seeking students. That's where we'll get information. But first of all, we are going to look at the tuition fee and the scholarship for international students. So let's look at tuition fee first. So for the tuition fee, you just scroll down, you go to tuition fees for international students. So you click it and then it drops down. So reduction based on GDP per capita PP of the country of residence. So tuition fee is based on country's GDP. So you just scroll down. There's a file you're going to download. Okay. So meanwhile, GDP per capita PP less than equal to 26,000 euros is 300 euro. That's what they're going to pay for tuition fee. So they already put a range there. But to get the full information, you're going to click on that contribution and tuition fee for fees regulation. So there you will find each country and the GDP they fall into. For Nigerians, we fall under this first one. So it's about 300 euros they're going to be paying. So that's basically it for tuition fee. So let's look at the scholarship for international students. So these are all the scholarship for international students. But the one that is of concern to us now is this first one, which is the 42-year scholarships to international students, talent for UniTo academic year 2026-2027. That scholarship is currently open, it's currently running at the moment. So just hold on and then you see all the informations needed. So we are going to be downloading the call for application English version. So here I was just trying to read up what was written there. Scholarship is worth 20,000 euros gross amount. So it is 10,000 euros for each academic section. Postgraduate is master's degree program purely taught in English. Okay. So 10,000 for each year. So the deadline is 29th of January 2026. So we're going to be clicking that file to find out all the information for the scholarship. So this is the file. It says talent for UniTo call for application for 40 scholarships for international students enrolling in postgraduate degree without restricted number of places taught in English. So this application has opened since 25th of November 2025 and it will be closing 29th of January 2026. So the requirement is, you've not graduated from any Italian university, you do not hold an Italian citizenship. Okay, so please just look through this file. I just read out the things that are very important about the scholarship. You don't reside in Italy, you are going to be applying for a postgraduate degree program purely taught in English. So these are all the areas, courses held in English. These are all the areas. So they're going to be picking two persons each for each um program. Two-person each for each program are the ones that are going to be awarding the scholarship. Okay. So these are all the programs. Just scroll down. So incompatibility, you cannot have the scholarship with any other form of scholarship. Okay. So it is either this one or another. So you can't have this plus any other one. So the eligibility requirement is the same thing. You must have gotten your degree outside Italy. You meet the admission requirements for the program. You can apply up to two programs, okay? Mm-hmm. Then you have English proficiency at least B2 level, okay? So that's basically it. So the application procedure. This scholarship does not have a separate application, okay? As long as you are going to be applying for the program and you meet the requirement of the particular program, you are going to be eligible. you are going to be eligible for the scholarship. So selection and awarding of scholarship is going to be done by the evaluation team, and then 10 people is going to be selected, but the highest two is what they will pick. And if those two, there is a draw, they will choose the one that is younger in age. Okay. So the evaluation criteria is going to be based on points. I think 50 points is the maximum, but 36 points is where you're going to be eligible. So the criteria you're going to be using is your consistency of your application with previous study and motivation, English proficiency, overall assessment of your CV, results of admission test or and interview. Okay. So this is why I say it is good that you apply for a program that you already have previous degree on or previous work experience, okay? And then your motivation letter should be very good. And then your CV, I will encourage you to have it in the Europass format, even if it's not compulsory. All right. So that's basically it for this scholarship application. You can read through the remaining things yourself. So let's continue. So we are going to be clicking international degree seeking students, okay, under studying at UniTo. You scroll down, you come to application for non-EU citizens residing abroad. Okay. So application for non-EU citizens residing abroad. The application deadline is 25th of November 2025 to January 2026, 29th of January 2026. So we're going to be looking at the required documents for international students by clicking on that link right there. So required documents for international students. So right here, I was just trying to read through some of the stuff written here. You can take your time to read it. So it talks about the university, my request for additional documents which will be necessary for evaluating your educational background. Then your if your documents will have to be in Italian, English, French, or Spanish. If they are not in any of this language, then you would have to submit the translated copies. Okay. Then it talks about verifying the authenticity of your study documents. Now, this can be via Chimia or DOV. So here they're just trying to say that if you have it to make your evaluation quicker, you can upload it. So if you have Chimia or you already have DOV, please do where to upload alongside when you are uploading your documents for this application. So here we're going to be looking at the postgraduate degree program. Sorry, the postgraduate degree requirements. You see your ID card, which is your passport. Residence permit is for students who live already in Italy. They're going to be needing your bachelor's degree certificate. Okay, your transcripts, then other documents, transcript of record. Yeah, I'm trying to follow my course at this point. Other documents includes your CV, mandatory, you see, motivation letter in English or Italian mandatory, syllabus not mandatory but it may be useful. So if you have it, please do where to upload it. Then you have your declaration of value or CHIMIA. Like I said, you won't it's not mandatory at this point, but it might be requested. So if you have it, do it. If you haven't, please reach out to your embassy on how to get it. Then grading system, which is like your transcript as well, will also be needed. Okay, so that's basically it for Laura program. So now we are going to be looking at the country based requirements. So for country based requirements, you're going to be downloading a file. I didn't download it, but you can do so at your end. So to know your country based requirement, but for Nigerians, for bachelor's holders, what you need is a second class division, okay, either an upper or a lower. You can apply with it. It didn't specify the GP requirement. So that's basically it for that specific admission requirement per country. For other countries, download it to see it yourself. So now I'm going to be showing you how to make an application at this university. So for the application, we're going to be clicking on that link, apply unit at UniTo. Then it brings us to this dashboard. So you mention you choose your country, you put it in English language, and then you go to find programs. So you can see 2026, 2027. We're going to take out the ones that are not of use to us. Sorry, not full time anyway. Sorry. We're going to take out distant learning, e-learning. We're going to put the study language in only English. Okay, except you want the ones for Italian or you want the ones for combined. So you just leave your choice. So we have 21 programs purely taught in English language for MSc. So these are all the programs. Okay. So I'm going to be using one as an example to show us how to make an application. So this dashboard, as you can see, is Dream ID dashboard. Very common for universities like Siena, Padua, and some other ones. So if you've applied to these universities before, you should be used to this dashboard. So I'm going to be using this cultural heritage and creativity for tourism and territorial development. So to find out more information, you click that more information. So it's to show you more information on the course. Please, you see this particular thing here, this whole dashboard. Make sure you read it carefully so you will understand the requirements for the program you want to apply for. The application fee is €60. Remember that it's maximum of two programs. So €60 cover for two programs. Make sure you read the requirements carefully. Okay, it's very important. If they're asking for credit in particular courses, make sure you have them before you make an application or you have the equivalents. Okay. So I was here, they are telling you that they have 85 places available for non-EU students. Okay. So for the English requirement, these are all the English certificate needed, but they also told you that alternatively you can upload a medium of instruction from your university stating that your previous study was done in English language. Okay, so that's basically it here. So to make an application, we're going to click on that apply now. So you click, this is the dashboard that opens for you. If you're a new applicant to register, you click new, I'm a new applicant. So when you click that I'm a new applicant, you put in your email address, you receive a mail in your email, just follow the instruction and register. So when you finally register, your account will show just like that one there of Favor or BAS. But if you already have an account that you have used for Siena or any university that uses this same Dream ID platform, just use that same details to open up. So when you finally log in, this is the first dashboard that will open to you. You click that I have read the privacy policy, then you click continue. So still on that same dashboard, you're going to come to this side icons here, okay? And then you click my applications. When you click my application, you now click continue. When you click continue, then here you will now select your program. Okay. So I'm trying to scroll down to find my cultural heritage. So you will now click apply now again there. So this is the main dashboard to start your application. So you can apply up to 2-degree program, like I said before. Then we are going to add more choices on that day if you are going to be applying for more than one program. So you see this site right up here, from priorities to profile. You fill in everything there. Everything. When you finish filling it, you upload your photo. You click save as a draft, so it will save your information. In case anything goes wrong, you won't lose them. You come to contact, you do the same thing. Fill in. You come to home university, put in the details of your university. Okay, don't forget to save as drafts, not submit, save as drafts. You come back again to the side, you click education, you fill all documents required. They say please input information for your academic studies and your or your undergraduate study degree, and your undergraduate degree is bachelor's degree. So you fill in the information for your bachelor's degree as well. Okay. So you scroll down and then you select the documents you're about to attach. So you're going to select the documents you're going to be attaching, okay? And then so in case you want to add another block, you can do so, insert a new block. So after that, you come again, your language, you choose your native language, You come to motivation. You're going to be typing your motivation letter directly on this dashboard. You're not going to be uploading any form of document. So 3,000 words, they're giving you a guideline on what you should write. So at this point, I really stressed here, please do your best. You have 3,000 characters to express yourself and let this university know why they will give you this admission and possibly find you eligible for scholarship. Okay, put in your best in these 3,000 characters for your motivation letter is very, very important. Okay, your motivation letter outside your academic documents go a long way for you. So you now come to documents. You would have seen documents you have uploaded, or if you have not uploaded anything, nothing will show. You come to others here, they're asking you, how did you know about the university? Choose the one that you know. And you come to checklist. Now you see checklist, there's nothing. So to be able to fix this checklist, here you're going to be taking each and every one of them. Entry qualification document. You answer the one that is relevant to your current situation. Okay, so that's basically it for this application. So you choose the one that comes for you. You go to the next one, translation of documents. You upload your translated documents. If your language is not in English or Spanish or the French or Italian, you just handle everything here. Okay, so when you are done for your application fee, you find it under finance. So you're going to click finance. You say you click that leave page. Okay, so when you click leave page, it's not going to take you here. Okay, so this is your invoice for your application fee. All right, so in case you cannot pay your application fee, don't forget that I can help you make payment. You just have to contact me and I will tell you my fee. Okay, so that's basically it for this university. So you can go back to my application, look at your unresolved task, and then when you pay your application fee, you're good to go. So for those of you who will be applying, I wish you the best. I wish you that you even get the scholarship. I really pray that many people get scholarship, especially for our Nigerian community. Thank you for watching. If you're my first time subscriber, please like this video and thank you for subscribing. My returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always coming back and encouraging me. And if you share my video, it is also going to make other people know about this channel and what I do, except you think I don't do enough. But nevertheless, thank you very much for watching. Bye, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.